Since quite some time, I feel like I'm stuck with painting. I feel that there are certain things I simply cannot figure out. I hope that spending a week learning directly from professional artists who can come up to my canvas and help directly with my unique problems would push me to move forward. This is my first workshop ever and I'm so excited but also nervous and dealing with a fair amount of imposter syndrome. I saw this opportunity around 5 months ago and I decided to go and spend 5 days painting with Lyon and Burdick. So I packed my bags and headed to Skipton, Yorkshire to see what would happen. Apparently I chose the flat with the most stairs. This apartment is very big. I really wanted to share it with someone. But I did not advertise it in the workshop too early, so everybody had already something. It was very expensive, but everything was expensive. That's the problem. Like there was not like something I could choose from and then I wanted to be fancy and I chose this. No, even if something was a bit cheaper, it was like 13 kilometers from the center. I thought that wouldn't be nice. Like if every evening we want to go out somewhere, how do I get back? So I thought hopefully somebody will take the other room, but unfortunately nobody did it. I look terrible, but I was traveling for very long time. Now I have to pack out for the bathroom and I also have to collect my things for tomorrow that I will take with me. I have a lot of things to do, but the good thing is that here time is -1 hour, so I got 1 hour extra. I can just stay up a bit late and I can still sleep like enough. I think I will eat and then I'll talk to you tomorrow. Here it is. In the morning, Susan gave us a lecture, a presentation with many example paintings showing what to look out when we are painting.
And so then you see how I masked in the air, right? Just one big shape. Oh, sorry. It really is to give you options, shape.
Later on the model, she showed us in practice as well how to make the model feel a bit better, how to guide her in posing for us, telling her how to move, how slowly to move, where to look.
Take it off and then go ahead and put it on and tie it, but very slowly.
You could put butterfly wings on her. You could make her into an angel.
So people are moving and dancing and moving around. It's so fast you can't even tell all the poses of all these people. But if you go and take
this whole workshop is about basically making portrait paintings with a story. So we are not really focusing on just painting the face, but the whole figure and telling a story with the background and the surroundings. How to set up the stage for the painting, how to make it interesting, setting up the pose that will be held. And after that, we were free to do a study of this pose. And some of them did a sketch, a pencil sketch, some of them did a color study, and some of them, like I did, just a monochromatic study to see where more or less would I put the subject. just to have a little bit of feeling about the composition. I've never painted from a live model, so this was my first time. I've never been to a workshop. I needed help in order to figure out how to set up my panel compared to my view to the model, how it should be in the same level for my eye, so I can switch in between the two very quickly and I can compare them. And of course I was super nervous, and I saw that all these people are very good and are painting since a long time. I felt that, oh my god, what if I make a complete mess and it will be embarrassing. It's just natural to feel like this in the beginning, I think. So my first trial I completely removed from the canvas, and after my setup was much nicer, then I started a new one. It's not perfect, of course, but I think that in the end of the day I could figure out some things, like I could put a figure on the canvas. So that was it for the day. After that we had a beer and some dinner together at the workshop. I had the chance to talk to many of the people who came, and they are all so kind and nice. It was just a pleasure to talk to them, as well as the organizers. So Simi, Joe and Amy, they are very nice and very helpful people. And the workshop itself, when you walk in, you really feel at home, and it's full of art on the walls and everywhere. It just inspires you so much. And the place where it is, this whole town also, it's so special and it's giving a very good vibe. Hopefully I will show you that as well. But right now I am a bit tired, and I will most probably finish the rest of my pizza that I ordered and drink some water and watch some TV and sleep, because tomorrow we will have a long day. We will start the final painting, and after that we will go for a dinner. So it will be a very, very long day. Hi! Are you tired? Are you tired? Yes. So I woke up super early at around 6 o'clock. I had an alarm at 8. Just couldn't sleep. I just can't stop thinking how I will start the painting. Most of the times for me the starting is the real issue. If I don't have a good start, I just want to restart it all the time. So I'm just grabbing my coffee and leave in 10 minutes. The drawing is the one thing, the proportions, I am a bit scared. I always work from photos, and then I have this way of comparing my photo to my initial drawing in a digital way. I'm a bit scared of the measuring and the drawing. My plan is to block in the background and the foreground, maybe use some orangey, transparent earth color, and leave the shape to then fill it up with the skin color. As we are doing a nude painting, I cannot share videos or pictures of this setup.
Yeah. I feel like I can switch it. Because this whole general area, yeah, we do it everyone once, so I see that we can do more.
All I did was boost the saturation of the picture and have the darks go even lighter.
Like in 20 minutes or 15 or?
Yeah. We're not leaving till 6.
Okay.
So I'll pop my car down there and then I'll come back.
Back from the second day, it was definitely difficult. One mistake is that I brought colors that are completely new to me, because I already ordered a few months back a bunch of new paintings that I wanted to try. Now I have all colors that I don't know how they work together. This made the whole experience much more difficult than it should have been. So if I can give you one advice, go to a workshop with your well-known colors. The evening was very lovely. We went for a dinner in a very old pub, which is called Craven Arms.
They used to have it was a house back in the day, and they made beer.
Look at that cuteness. This place suits you, Max.
Yeah, from building it. Sit down if you're cold. Stay with the fire.
And the dinner was fantastic. I'm vegan, so they offered some vegan food as well. Definitely worth trying. Definitely worth coming here. It was just a lovely drive. The scenery was beautiful. The way coming back was especially very dramatic.
Stand on that hill and then you've got this whole 360 view.
These are not the most ideal videos, but it was a bit difficult to do it in the car because it was, of course, a lot of shaking. It was also rain. I think that if you want to paint landscape, this is the perfect place to come. And I know that they have a lot of landscape painting workshops as well. So I definitely recommend it because I have never seen such a scenery. I'm still a little bit cold, so I wanna cozy up a little bit, watch a little bit of movie, maybe have a tea, a hot shower, and then I go and sleep because tomorrow will be again a long day. Where is it written? Where is the workshop? It should be written here. I have to be very careful with crossing the road. I'm not used to the cars coming the different way.
Only carve around what's in the light, what's in the dark.
In the morning, I decided that instead of jumping right into this new painting, I will just watch Susan how she starts the painting and how she develops it.
Measurement, so I can take my brush, and the top of the brush is like the top of her head, or the
Actually, it made so much more sense. It was so helpful to look at her without trying to also do my own thing. So she started with a darker background wash and then wiped off where the light was on the model. Then started to block in the bigger shapes, just big block of colors. I think that in the beginning it went very well when I started my own painting, but I got pretty stuck with the face. The features got so small, I could not handle it. I think I started around 6 or 7 times and I wiped it off every single time. I got a bit disappointed, I got a bit exhausted with trying over and over again. Got home a bit sad, but now I'm getting a bit better and looking forward to tomorrow. One of the students' husband came to visit the town and he came in the afternoon and Scott made a very nice painting of him. I didn't watch so much because I was frustrated with my own thing, but it was so awesome to see how differently he paints, how confidently he puts down the paint, and how the painting emerges from all the brush strokes that are not the ones that we are used to. And I think that it's very nice and special. It's a very unique style. So that was also very much fun to see. I just love the atmosphere. The whole workshop is so made for artists. I cannot say anything wrong about the place. Definitely want to come minimum one more time in the next few years if I can manage with the money and with the time and with everything. But yeah, that's for the future. Let's focus on the remaining 2 days that are left.
I squint up at her. You see how I gesture, and I'm going to just do a kind of a sweeping where the front of her face is. Everything turns into one dark value. 5 darks in the face. Here's 1, here's 2. She doesn't have a very strong dark under her upper lip. You maybe make this a little bit pinker and this a little bit more yellow. The exact same value, but people understand that, oh, it's a different thing, a different shape. That might also help with the variety of artistic choices.
Yeah, I like that. The waxing work.
Max. Max.
It's like a marriage. They're just
Max. But I think so, yes.
She's broken down in real life. She is amazing.
She American?
Yeah, she. This is weird. Oh, that's all weird.
It's Sunday, so it's very quiet. There is a bar next to my apartment. There was a big party yesterday. People are now sleeping, I think. Even the movies are about sheep.
You see from her eyebrow all the way under her eyes, literally underneath, right? Not just the eyelashes, but as the muscle and the ball kind of goes in. People bring the light of the cheek all the way up to the very, almost color of the eyes sometimes. It's primarily so that when I put a stroke down, as I'm stumbling in positions right here, it's, this is soft. Yeah, it just feels like. Okay, so
Right now I am going for a pub. This is our last evening. We will have like a couple of drinks and some food. Whoever stayed here in Skipton for one last evening, they will join. I don't know how many people, but I'm really excited. I'm happy that I also can join. I will have one extra day here in Skipton before I am going back home. Artistically, this was one of the best experiences of my life. In just 5 days, I learned a lot, but more importantly, I came home with a better sense of direction. The workshop also gave me a reality check, to be honest. It showed me how far I still have to go to reach the level I would like to achieve one day. But strangely, it doesn't feel discouraging right now, it feels motivating. What stayed with me the most was listening to all the stories. Stories from the participants or from the organizers, and from Susan and Scott about artists they knew, studied with, or learned from. Hearing about painters like Richard Schmidt and so many others made the art world feel a bit less distant somehow. As a beginner artist, it made me feel one step closer to the community that I admire and hope to be a part of one day.